Like I said, I'm Chris Rivers. I'm his son of the late great Big Pun. So yeah, I'm formerly known as Baby Pun. I used to claim that name, but now I'm Chris Rivers. Yeah.
What made you want to just use the Chris Rivers name aside from Little Pun?
I wanted to, after I really decided to take the hip hop shit really serious, like I tried to really like pursue it entirely. I definitely wanted to develop my own identity, so I definitely wanted to get out of his shadow. So I definitely wanted to change my name to something that didn't metaphorically mean his shadow. Baby Pun probably means Big Pun shadow. So I mean, it's ironic I'm saying that with a giant portrait of him behind me, but yeah, it's just placement. But yeah, definitely wanted to be my own man in this shit, not in his shadow. So I changed my name to Chris Rivers. Rivers just means reels in English, and Reels is my last name. So Chris is my first name, so Chris Rivers.
That's dope. That's dope. So aside from him being your father and probably influence in you being an artist, you know, what really made you want to get into hip hop? Because everybody has their first.
Yeah. Basically, hip hop. Like I know a lot of people say it in songs like hip hop saved your life, but really hip hop saved my life in many aspects. When it's whether it be now, when it's financially, or just a day by day, or when I was younger, really emotionally, like I saw the impact that it had. Like I grew up listening to a lot of Eminem, or just music in general, and what it did for me. Like either growing up in a shelter, either being homeless or depressed, or whatever was going on at the moment, and it will uplift me or make me feel something, or like make you feel like you might have a purpose. And I saw the impact of that in someone's life. So I always wrote poetry, always been interested in writing. Then I saw how much it helped me, so I was like, if I can give back to the world on something that helped me, then it's dope, and I love it.
So you know, let's dig into like your childhood and shit. Like, you know, how was it coming up and all of that? You know, being around your pops.
Oh, well, he died when I was 6 in the year 2000. So I remember him. It's not as vivid as my sisters because they were older. But like I said, he died when I was 6. So it was It was scary at times. It was fun at times. We was in the studio. We was either living in a studio a lot, or hotels, or different things. But yeah, I was young, so it's like I didn't really fully grasp everything that was going on. What describes me as an artist?
Yeah.
Let's see. It's hard for me to describe myself, but from what other people tell me, like, well, definitely like the first mixtape, Wonderland of Misery, you can download on DatPiff for free. That mixtape was basically an introduction of me, so I try to have a variety of stuff. I like a whole bunch of shit. As a person, I get bored fast, so I like to try a whole bunch of new shit, and with my music it's the same stuff. So I have rock influences, I have hard shit, I have emotional shit, I have storytelling shit, so it's hard, but I definitely try to bring lyrics, and especially in the Wonderland of Misery, since it's my first mixtape and my first thing putting out, I definitely wanted to show that I could spit. So that's there, and definitely, I'm not sure, like I definitely give my all to every shit. You'll never hear me saying like some lame stupid shit. It's either gonna be conceptual or lyrical or poetic or something, but I don't know, I just try to be myself. Like I said, free download on datpiff.com, you can find it. It's 26 tracks, it's a bunch of shit. It has features from Vinny Paz, Styles P, Whispers, Draft, shit like that, and it's basically the title, Wonderland of Misery. It's two opposites coexisting, because I wanted to show, it was the introduction of me, so I wanted to show how it was like growing up in the Bronx and being life, and like in life you can view the same situation as either horrible or good. You got what I mean? It depends on your perspective. So I try to give like I said, a wide variety of songs and who I was, like an introduction. So it definitely had a whole bunch of different feels and stuff in it, and I think it was a good intro to the projects I'm doing.
All right, cool. Any you know, industry producers or all up and coming producers on it?
There's a lot of up-and-coming producers like Cartier the God, J Hoff, Duff the Inventor, Maximus. It's a bunch of them. It's all on the back of the thing. We got Buck Wild on That Nigga Shit remix. We made that ratchet shit and shit like that. And then yeah, a bunch of we try to get shit from everybody. We don't just use exclusively like the biggest head niggas, because you might find a diamond in the rough from the upcoming guy. You know what I mean? So it's dope.
What's your take on hip hop today? You know what I'm saying? You know, like Kendrick Lamar just made that statement.
Yeah.
What you felt on that, and just your whole opinion on it.
Yeah, hip hop today, I think it's, see, hip hop itself, what it is really a cycle, because like I said, I get tired of shit fast, and I think the masses get tired of a certain thing. So back in the day when they say hip hop was really thriving, like in the 90s, and shit was like real dope, and now it's getting to like this more like whack shit that people call it now, whatever the fuck is going on now. And I just think it's a cycle, because that's gradually leaving And like I think a lot of the old shit is coming back, or even a new version of the old shit where it's more lyricism and more like shit is coming back and upcoming stuff. But I think what Kendrick did was dope because every artist, when they get on a song, well, I can't say every artist, but at least me, and I know most artists, when they get on a song with someone, it's an unspoken battle. You feel me? And it's like you could be my best friend, but if I get on a song with you, I want to destroy you. You feel me? Because it's like you're competing against each other. So, but it's been so unspoken for so long, and what he did, he just verbalized it. So it made niggas put their armor and sword back up. Because what it is, it's like, say you're fat, right? And you've grown complacent with you being fat. You know you're fat, but when someone tells you, damn, bro, you're fat, now you're like, damn, now I gotta lose weight.
Yeah, self-conscious.
So like, he called you out. He called a lot of people out to step their game up, and I thought that was dope because I think it's revitalizing this whole and speeding up the movement of hip hop that's coming back. So I think that shit is dope, and it's definitely right now hip hop is in its a transitioning stage, which I think is awesome.
But it's going back to the cycle of artistry.
Yeah,
you know, because it just became rap. And when you mentioned battling, have you ever battled, or you just been strictly?
Nah, I don't battle rap. I probably can, but I just make music. I freestyle in there, but like I'm not into the whole battle rap shit. It gets too personal. I box. I probably punch someone in the face, shoot me, and it's just it's not my cup of tea.
You pay attention to it though.
You know, it's funny. I used to a little bit here and there, but now since I've been doing a lot of the music shit, I haven't even been able to listen to new albums or new shit coming out. Like I've been so busy on doing this shit, I'm barely able to. What the fuck is going on? I don't know shit happening in the news or blah blah. So I mean, once I get some free time, I like to catch up on everything, and then wait the next fucking.
So any artist, new or old, that you want to work with?
Work with definitely. One of my top. I got a tie for like #1 spot. As far as artists go, it's my father, Eminem, and Lupe Fiasco. I love all of them. You know what I'm saying? If I could work with Em or Lupe one day, that's dope. And I want to work with let me see some of my favorites, like from back in the day, Black Thought, Mos Def, shit like that. But as far as people out right now, I want to work with a lot of people out there. Like I said, like I want to put, the more places you plant seeds, the more likely a tree's gonna grow. So I definitely want to work with everybody. I think a lot of people out right now, well, a few of them are dope. So a lot of them are good and shit like that. So I definitely just I'll do a song with pretty much any one of them.
I remember back in the day in the old interview, your pops mentioned who he wanted to work with, and he mentioned Big.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, and how that probably would have been if that was
shit? That probably would have been. That definitely would have been legendary. That shit was crazy. I know he was. Actually, I don't remember it, but when Biggie died, I heard stories like he was really upset, my pops, and he definitely wanted to work with him. I think that would have been dope because I think it would have sparked a lot of controversy, and it probably would have put it laid to rest a lot of stuff because some people's top is like, it's always like who's better, Biggie or Pun? And I don't even think that would have confirmed that because it still would have been there, but at least you got to see them side by side doing it, not like a fan-made, shit like that. And I think the song overall, not even in competition-wise, it would have been just fucking monstrous. Like those are two titans on the same shit. I think it would have been dope.
I want to ask you a question on like Fat Joe.
Yeah.
What's the relationship like? And
I don't necessarily have a personal relationship with Fat Joe. I haven't seen him since I can't even probably when my father was alive, but probably after that too. But like I said, I don't remember much. But yeah, we don't have a relationship. I have nothing against him and nothing like that. It's just the whole situation, the can of worms. I just avoid it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's from my father's relationships and shit like that. And like I don't try to inherit any burdens or any title or any sort of victories either. I try to earn everything on my own hand, and I stay away from anything that's possible.
Power 105, and they asked him about you, and he showed a lot of love or whatever. So what if he reach out and want to do a record with you? Would you be open for something like that?
That's something that I probably wouldn't, and there wouldn't be any disrespect. Like, I appreciate what he said, you know what I'm saying? He gave me a shout out on stuff, and I appreciate it. Like I said, I have no qualms or problems with the dude. It's more so, like I said, the whole situation with him and my mom, and the whole situation with him and my father, the whole controversy around it. It was big for a while, and then it started bubbling down, but it's still there. So I think me doing a song or me working with them would either confirm or deconfirm one of their sides. And my mom would either be pissed at me, or he would, or like there'll be more like, oh, then this has to be true or that has to be true. So I don't want to deconfirm or confirm anything that's happened or put more thoughts in people's heads. So like I said, I just try to avoid the situation. No disrespect, no problems, but it's just like I don't want to.
That's real talk.
Yeah.
Aside from remembering all of that, I know there's people who knew that you was his son. So how was it like growing up in your neighborhood, school? You know, did they hate, show love? How was that?
Yeah, growing up, being his son, it was one, I never been the type to be like, oh hey, I'm Big Pun's son. Like I never thought that was something to be proud of. Not saying it wasn't legendary, but it's like I don't think you should think you're excellent off of someone else's excellence. You get what I mean? Like it was all his accomplishments and not mine accomplishments. So I didn't really shout it out. Like, you know, a regular kid, in my opinion, doesn't go up like, hey, I'm Chris, son of, you know, Jehoshaphat or whatever the fuck. So I didn't go up to people introducing myself as Chris, son of Pun. You know what I mean? So I didn't really say it, but when people did find out, it was hard growing up, and I got a quick lesson in life and shit like that of how fake people could be.
Anybody looking to book you for shows or, you know, features and everything, how do they get in contact?
You can contact me for shows, bookings, features, all stuff like that at mgmt@chrisriversmusic.com. As far as social networks go, on Instagram it's Dragons and Rivers, Twitter is @onlyChrisRivers, and Facebook is just Chris Rivers. You know what I'm saying? It's a page. You like that? Chris Rivers, Dragons Up, and shout out to Blue Collar Television. You can find me all over the place. We're doing it big at the Matrix Studio. Your boy behind the cameras and shit. We're doing it big. Dragons Up, baby. BS.